So I was going to be out of the house for a couple of days, about 2 weeks. I need to ensure that food was available for my family. For my family, I mean my husband and I. I mean food such that he won't have to bother while going to work, what to eat when he's back and all of that. I mean even when I'm back, I don't need to stress thinking of okay, what do I make for a few days? Just at least I'll use those days to just relax and chill and catch up and bond. So on this beautiful day, I woke up looking pink, had my bath, got ready to prepare all that I needed to prepare. So by the way, these are the ingredients for the food I'll be making. Beans, I need to soak it overnight because the beans in China, the preservative is so much such that it's very tough. So I prefer to soak it for some time before I can use it. And I'm just going to clean all the vegetables I have, cut them. See guys, if you want to bulk cook, this is a pro tip. Prep all your ingredients at once, like whatever you want to use peppers, tomatoes, onions, the proteins, the chicken. Just cut and chop everything, clean them, make everything ready basically, so that when you start cooking, the stress will be less. I mean, you know that you're just mixing everything in the pot from one food to another. You don't have to think, what next do I do? If it's to blend the tomatoes, blend everything at once, depending on what you want to make and how you want to make it. Separate it when necessary. The ones you need to chop, chop them. So I took my time and cleaned all the peppers, the tomatoes, the carrots, the onion, the garlic, the ginger, everything I was going to use for my food, and chopped them neatly. So while I was prepping all of these vegetables, I just remembered when I was home. I mean, when I needed to cater for events, because sometimes I cater for events for even like 500 people, 100, depending. And sometimes it's just one order, maybe soup bowls, someone orders or something. And I'm like, wow, how time flies. Like, and I miss some of, I miss those days, both cooking and all. So I was having like a nostalgic kind of feeling in the kitchen while I was doing all this because it's been a while I've cooked so much like this in a day. And while it was fun, it was at the same time it was tiring. You need to see me when I was there. I think okay, you will see my look at the end of the video or towards the end when I was almost done cooking. I mean, from the steeze and composure at the beginning to what I was looking like towards the end of the video. But in spite of the stress and all of that, I still find it like it gives me joy, and I'm glad always to be in the position where I can cook for people I love. Like, guys, if I've not cooked for you before, ask yourself, Faith, or ask me, Faith, do I really mean a lot to you? Do I really mean much to you? Because if you're in my corner, if you're in my space, you would have eaten my meals. Like, I would have given you a treat with a very delicious bowl of food, of soup, whatever it is, something from Yeyilo's food, something from Yeyilo's kitchen, something Yeyilo's signature. Everybody that is connected to me would have to testify of eating one thing or the other from me. That is the way I also show people that I love them. So yeah, if you're in my space and I'm not giving you food before, I love you, but then we need to recheck it. Okay, so for me, when I cook, I need to ensure that my vegetables are almost of the same size and shape. That way, it makes your food presentable. So I took out time to cut all my vegetables into very beautiful shape and size to get them all ready for cooking. And I've realized that China has a lot of vegetables, like a variety of greens, of peppers. You see some of them looking so big. Like the first time I saw tomatoes here in China, I'm like, why so big? This looks like an apple. Why are you so big? And then I saw the onions, I saw the carrots. I'm like, geez, I think I will shop some of these things one day and just show you guys like how they look. Most of them are genetically modified. I mean, you should expect these people. Most of them are, but then the fact that I have a variety of vegetables and greens and everything to use, it gives me a whole lot of joy and it makes cooking even easy. First, when I was moving to China, my fears was mostly food because I mean, in as much as I love to cook, I love to explore varieties of food. I'm always so also very picky, like funny. I'm also very picky. I prefer to make things for myself. That way I'm sure what I'm eating. Maybe because of one bad experience I had when I was much younger. I ate in a restaurant and I think I almost threw up, or I even threw up. I can't remember clearly. But that incident like stuck with me and I've been having PTSD. So whenever I go to a new place, I'm always skeptical about trying out food and all of that, except I've been able to prepare it myself and know what exactly I've put in it. That's where I'm confident and I can eat it. When I came here, I was like, how do I cope? Like at first, I couldn't even stand the smell, the aroma from restaurant when I pass by. It feels like it's choking me. The garlic, because Chinese people eat garlic a lot, garlic and ginger. And yeah, me, I love ginger, you guys know, but the garlic used to be too much. As you're passing by a restaurant, it's choking, like it's choking for days. I couldn't stand it. But now, sometimes when I pass by some restaurants, I'm like, oh, that smells good. Oh, that smells nice. I would love to taste this. I think I'm adjusting, and I like that. I'm not, I'm not fully let my guards down yet, such that I can just walk into a Chinese restaurant and just eat, or maybe I go out to people and eat. I'm still very picky. In fact, whenever I want to buy stuff, sometimes my husband will have to taste the food first. Okay, you can eat this. Okay, no, it's not bad. It's okay. You can try it because I don't want to throw up and embarrass myself somewhere. I better just maintain my steez and composure as the baby girl that I am. But guys, let me know your fears about relocating. Are you open to experimenting with food? How do you cope if you have relocated in whichever country you're in? How do you cope with food? How do you cope really? I really want to know. Let us know in the comment section. Let us interact and share your coping mechanism. I know that most people try to travel with a lot of food items. I did as well. When I was coming, I came with a whole lot of Niger soups, especially my local soups. I have a video up. You can even check. I made sesame soup. The video should be up. I'm not sure yet which will come first, but you will see this actually made in this video too. But then a full dedicated video, it will be on the channel on how to make sesame soup. So I came with a lot of things. I came with akagi. How do they call it? Ziokwe or something. But then I will show you guys. I have a video of how to make that. I came with a lot of things from home just to help me. But I realized that over time, sometimes I even forget to use some of those things I brought because I mean, the girl is adjusting, she's coping. So after I finished getting all my vegetables ready and everything to cook, that's how this gas just decided to have a mind of its own. I turn on gas, gas no one on. I turn on gas, gas no one on. I say kilo day. After cutting and prepping all of these ingredients, where do I go from here? What do I do? So I quickly checked my phone to see if I still have some units for the gas. I checked. I had almost 20 RMB. I'm like, this is a lot now. I can at least cook something for today, even tomorrow. I said, okay, let me just top up. I topped up. Still, this thing was not working. I say, Igba me oh, help me oh. Today that I've decided to do to cook like this after prepping everything. I just went to go and put them in the fridge. Reached out to the landlord because I was the only one at home. Reached out to the landlord. Oga, oh, come and help me check this thing. Baba just the form say, are they busy? Are they busy? Hey, I'm at work speaking Chinese. I just said, Oga, I need to cook. Baba was not answering me on time. I just relaxed. I just left the kitchen. I went to just go and sit there in the living room, watch something, and just relax basically till much later in the evening, like around 5, when my husband came back. And then I was like, babe, this thing is not. I even informed him where he was at work, but I didn't want to stop him, so I just let him be. I just said, this thing has still not worked. Too. Maybe you should reach out to the landlord. Let's know what the issue is, because I already talked up. He reached out to the landlord. The landlord said, he's at work. He'll soon be back. Baba did not take time. He just came after a few minutes. My husband reached out to him and came and fixed it. And I'm not like, were you really at work all that time, or you were just forming for me? Because I don't understand. Is it because my Chinese is still kindergarten, and you cannot really? I mean, But anyways, I was glad that he was able to come and then they fixed it, and I went back to cooking. This is the beans. The beans has been parboiled. Usually I parboil my beans before I cook. That's because it helps to prevent bloating. If you're really not so comfortable eating beans all the time, advise that you sometimes you parboil it. Yeah, because I do parboil my beans. So I parboiled it, and then I also blended some of the pepper, tomato, and some crayfish for the beans. And this is the sesame soup that I'm making. There's a dedicated video on the channel, so you check that out, or I don't know whichever will come first. You check it out to see the step-by-step process on how to make this soup. It's very delicious, very very delicious. I mean, on the scale, if I'm to place it side by side with egusi, I think I'll pick sesame soup. One foot down, four more to go, because I made about five. And now I'm going ahead to make um no, okay, the video on the channel is gizzard sauce, perfect replacement for stew, but this time around I used chicken breast. I couldn't get gizzard and I didn't want to wait, so I used chicken breast and chopped it into be saw when I was chopping it. So I basically fried it. Check out the video on the channel. I just replaced gizzard with chicken. I know the process for gizzard is different because you have to cook it. Really have to cook it. But for chicken breast, you just need to stir fry it, and in 10 minutes it's done. You take it out and proceed with the cooking. So for the beans, I cook it till almost 70 to 80% with just salt before I begin to add other ingredients. You don't want them to lose their vibrance, like the color and all. That's why I prefer to put them later on. So once the beans is cooked, I just add every other thing and then it just comes together nicely. For this sauce, this is like a perfect replacement for stew, like I said. If you're tired of the regular stew, the fact that you can have a lot of vegetables and some chunks of or bite sizes of meat in the stew makes it very cool. I think it keeps you going, like you don't get bored. I don't know if I'm the only one that gets bored when I'm eating some kind of food that I don't know, like it's not just going down well, even when it is really nice. This can actually be a replacement for you. So while I was cooking, hobby decided to come and be doing disturbing, small. And I was just feeling myself like, oh God, I'm cooking, leave me alone. That's not what I said, though. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But how I was able to hold it down in this kitchen, I mean, doing how many stuff simultaneously, like cooking, cleaning, this, that. I mean, women, we did try, you. We did try, no be small. Thank God for the strength He has given unto us. Like how we can multitask how we can multitask, and we have. I mean, and then we have all of them going on successfully. How does that even work? How do we even get to do that? I didn't know that this was a gift. I didn't know that this was ignore the girl that is eating that chicken from there. Ignore her. Chicken breast is like frying plantain. Like when you have chicken breast fried, it's like frying plantain. You can't take your hands off it. But this is the sauce looking inviting, looking delicious. What was I saying? What was I saying? I digress. What was I saying? Okay, I was talking about, yeah, the fact that women are blessed, women are gifted, because tell me how we can do three to four things at the same time and none goes bad. Like you do them all so well. How? Like how? It's just God has blessed us. I didn't know this was a blessing till I realized that my husband cannot multitask. It's not just him, it's just men generally. Men cannot do a number of things at the same time. Like, I'm doing this, let me concentrate on this and be done. In my head, I'm like, you can also do this. I just realized that more the fact that you can do it does not mean every other person can do it. So you should be thankful, you should be grateful for this. Yeah, I'm not saying that people who don't multitask don't. I mean, they get it done too. Of course, you get it. Two down, three more to go. The sauce is ready. The beans is still cooking. You know how long beans takes. Imagine that I didn't even soak it because the beans in China is very tough. So most times I soak it for some hours before I even do whatever I want to do with it. While that was cooking, the beans was still cooking, and I was also preparing my chicken for jollof rice. I decided to clean the plates to do the dishes. That's how I work in the kitchen. I work and clean, I work and clean, I work and clean. Like I don't want to be done and I have a whole lot of plates in the sink waiting for me. That alone is another work on its own. So I don't want to be thinking about the plates I need to go and wash. I prefer to work and clean. Like even the countertop, the slabs, as I'm cooking any job, I'm cleaning, I'm wiping the plates, I'm washing. All these are the bowls I use to chop the vegetables and all. Now that I'm done putting them in the pots, I had to wash them immediately so that when I'm done with every other thing, it's just one or two I need to wash, and that way it's a lot way easier for me, and it makes me or even reduces my stress. The chicken was done and I just took it out and fried it. I did shallow frying for it. Most times I prefer to grill because I'm making jollof rice and I will need the stock. I needed to cook it with a lot of stock in it. I didn't have time for all this. I already know that it's been a long day and there's no time to be doing plenty serere. Or sometimes I just like pan fry it side by side, and then take it out and just sauce it. But this time I needed the stock. I mean, your jollof rice is not complete if you don't have meat stock. Except you are doing maybe native jollof rice or something, and you want to add some dry fish, some crayfish, and all of that, then you are good. But if you're making authentic Nigerian jollof, you definitely need stock in it. So I saw an argument. Is there an argument? I saw a post on IG by Dare of a Kitchen Love. I'm sure most of you know her, asking if there's a need for crayfish in jollof rice. Like, why do people put crayfish in jollof rice? It feels like it steals away or it takes away the authentic jollof taste. If you're making jollof rice, why put crayfish? Except you're making native jollof rice. What's your opinion, guys? What do you guys think about crayfish in jollof rice? For me, sometimes I put crayfish. I will not even lie. Like I put crayfish, especially if I'm doing boil cooking and I really want it to be tasty, I will add crayfish to it. But if I'm making authentic jollof, I don't put crayfish. Except I'm doing native jollof rice, I'm just doing concussion rice or any just just that kind of rice that you don't even know what to target, you're just cooking. Then I'll add crayfish. But if I want to make authentic Nigerian jollof, I don't put crayfish in my food. But that's not to say I won't add crayfish to my rice when I'm cooking jollof rice. So let me know, guys, your thoughts on this. Do you add crayfish? What do you think about adding crayfish to jollof rice? See the baby girl that started this video looking all pink. Please compare her to this one right now. At this point, I think my battery was on 20%. You know when your battery say low battery mode, 20%. The battery is low. Should you put it on low battery mode, or how is that prompt usually like? Anyways, you get what I'm saying. This was the point, and I was so grateful and glad I was almost done. I mean, who sent me work? Who sent me message? I could have actually just done this, split this work into 2 days, but I had a lot of activities to do. I had other things I wanted to do the following day and all of that. So I just wanted to get this done within a day. And yeah, I know that food is sorted up to the next thing. So we made masa. I made masa. You guys know I can't do bulk cooking. I will not make masa. Nigerian girl like me, another Nigerian girl like me, and I will not make masa. You raw, you raw. So as I told you that my battery was low, it was actually low. When I finished cooking, I couldn't even wait for all of this food to cool off. It was already late. I think I finished. I don't know, but it was late because I resumed cooking at about 5 p.m. if you remember. past 5, I think it was even 6 or so. So I was already tired. When I finished, I couldn't even wait for this to cool off and then pack them. I just put them in the fridge. No, I let them cool off. I mean, to cool off steam first, and then I moved them to the fridge like that with the pot. Yes, don't judge me. I'm not judging you too. I put them in the fridge like that. This is me the following day. I'm looking way better now, well rested. I mean, you can see the glow is different. You can see the glow is different. I just packed all the food, put them in the nice packs, and preserved them in the fridge. So, guys, all of this food are actually on the channel. I mean, I just had a little modification to some of these recipes. But really, if you want to see or watch the video or learn how to make all of this, see a detailed video of all this, you can check out the channel. Check out the channel. For the beans, I didn't make it the traditional beans stew way. I didn't want it soggy. Oh, my husband did not want it soggy, so I made it just the way he would like it. um yeah, so this is the beans I'm about to pack. You'd see how it turned out. I don't think I showed you a close view of the beans when it was ready, but you see it now as I'm packing it. It was just cooked and cooked properly. Yeah, yeah, it wasn't hard. It was just cooked nicely, but it wasn't just soggy or like that porridge kind of a thing. This was really fun. I'm actually glad I took out time to prepare all this food because it saved me a lot of stress. It saved me a lot of time. If you can take out a day or two to just like cook down, that will save you a whole lot. I mean, when you're back from work, from school, from whatever you're doing, you don't have to bother too much about food. If- I need to say that if you have a good, I mean, stable light, you know that your food won't go bad. Absolutely. Please try to cook bulk once in a while like this. That helps you focus on other stuff, knowing fully well that food is available. I mean, there's food at home. You know, there's food at home. When you're out and you're tempted to spend that extra money on eating out, there's food at home. If you can cook down like this, it's actually going to save you a whole lot of stress, of cost, and basically make life way, way easier for you. So this is my delicious, wondrous food. Food. Sesame soup, masa checked, jollof rice and pepper chicken checked, chicken breasts and veggie sauce checked, and our beans checked. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for engaging. If you have watched to this point, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate the engagements with my content. I really, really do appreciate you guys. If you watched to this point and you're not a subscriber, I know you have done so well, oh, but please let the work be complete by subscribing. Like, share it, leave a comment. Don't forget, let's interact in the comment section and turn on the post notification. So whenever I post a video, you will see it and watch. Thank you guys so much. Let me know if you have other videos you want me to put up, any content ideas you have, whatever it is about your yellow food. Thank you guys so much. So till I see you guys with another recipe, till I see you guys with another video, stay happy, stay blessed, stay loving the Lord, stay all that good stuff. Stay kind. Yeah, stay kind. In this world, we need a lot of kind people. Stay kind. Show love to somebody. Put a smile on someone's face, and the Lord will help us all. See you guys in another video. Bye.